What it is, you guys, is your girl Cadillac. I am Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Like Prison Wife. I am the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac. Hey guys, so I got a little time before I have to rush off to my life's purpose. You know it, this job I just cannot get away from. Yeah, I'm still watching all them videos about the American dream and how the American dream is just a lie, which it truly really is. It's just an illusion that is in place to keep us on that hamster wheel and never veering out and actually, like becoming who we were meant to be. I cannot. There's no way I believe that when God decided, I'm gonna make someone named Keita Dixon, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make her a restaurant employee, or I'm gonna have her work at Walmart or something like that. Like, what kind of purpose is that? But that's the life that I live. Always going to work. You get off work, you're tired as heck. You go to sleep, you wake up, it's time to go back to work. So basically, you're living to work and you're working to live. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying my best to get off of that hamster wheel, treadmill, whatever you want to call that. It is a struggle, but yeah, baby, I'm trying my best to, achieve it. Um, so I just came from getting gas, and like I truly should have vlogged that one. I didn't have my little vlogging camera, my vlogging phone, because my regular phone storage full and been full for a year and something since I started my first Vlogmas in 2020, and I have never been able to get everything off that phone. So I have a separate phone that I vlog on. So I didn't have that phone with me, and I sure should have vlogged that. Going to get gas. Oh my goodness! I remember I made this song back in 2008, and because you remember that was our last time that gas like really influx, and then it caused like everything, like people basically couldn't do anything but pay for gas to get to work. So a lot of businesses went out of business and this and that. And I made this song. I had this idea, girl. I always got some type of idea. Back then, I was promoting my CD. Like, girl, they don't even have CDs no more. But I was promoting my CD Now or Never, that had my little song on there that called Net Bones and Collard Greens that everybody used to love. If you haven't checked that out, I'm gonna put that in the description box. If it ain't there yet, girl, go look at my music playlist that's in my channel and check out Neck Bones and Collard Greens. That was a hit. But on it, I also had this song that I wrote called "The Price of Gas." And yes, I'm like, maybe that song is relevant again today. But it went, the price of gas is kicking my ass, my ass, my ass. The price of gas is kicking my ass, my ass, my ass. Crazy. And what I was thinking of doing back then, I was gonna make these stickers or magnets or whatever, where when I would go to the gas pump, I would literally put the sticker on the gas pump, the price of gas kicking my ass, and it would be my promo. Girl, I should do that now, like promote a little YouTube channel, make the song or whatever, and then do that. It's like, I don't know. It's everything has its season. So that song was for 2008 season, and now it's relevant today. Cause girl, I went up in that gas station with a couple quarters, girl. At first, I didn't realize it was spring break, but today is the first day of spring break. So my nephew is here, and it's time for me to go to work. I had to take, I'm caregiver to my sister, so I had to go take her to the store, and run her errands, but I also have to be to work. So I'm like, dang, so like, when do I eat? I haven't ate. Like, I jumped up out the bed around 12 ish, like, stayed up to 5 a.m., and I'll tell you why in a moment. But yes, I got out the bed around 12 to 1 o'clock, So that leaves me very little time before work. But I realized that I have been promising her to take her to the store and have not done that for like the last 2 to 3 days. So I have to do someone's hair in the morning before work again. So I'm like, dang, when am I going to get the chance to take her to the store? So I said, I better take her now. So I go out the house and I'm thinking that, we run our little errands or whatever. She get what she got to get. And I'm like, I got to get something quickly to eat. And I only have $21. So my little nephew's at home. I'm thinking, okay, so we'll go buy Taco Bell and we'll give us one of them $5 box. Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. A little while ago, they got rid of the $5 box and it became a $5.99 box. Okay, we could deal with that. $5.99. That's not that much. We'll roll with the $5.99 box. Okay, so I get up there and I'm like, can I get two $5.99 boxes? And the girl say, what? And I said, two of your $5.99. And I think it was like a chalupa's box or something like that. And she's like, we don't have that. We don't have a five. And she was acting like, basically, like it never existed. And I know it existed. It existed just a week or so ago. Like, girl, where that box at? She said, we have a $7 box and we have a $6 and something box. I'm like, okay. So now I'm counting my $21 plus I'm looking at my gas tank on E. Conveniently, the light comes on. So I'm like, so gas is $1,001 a gallon, and I'm trying to, and y'all little box done, went up in price. So which one am I gonna get? I need to eat, and I also need to get to work. So I literally dug and went through my car, and I gathered up $6 of quarters. And I had, after I got the two boxes that used to be $5 and then was $5.99, that I was banking on it being about $13, and I still could have got a couple of gallons of gas possibly. Girl, do you know it came out to $17 for two little boxes? I'm like, okay, so I should have vlogged that basically, but I did take a few pictures. Maybe I'll edit that into a little video. But yeah, it's getting crazy out here. It's almost to the point where we just sit back and ride. We going over. We're going over, like when you on a roller coaster. You just brace yourself because you can't stop that roller coaster, baby. We going down. Like, for real, it's crazy. It's not really, funny, but what else can we do? Ain't nothing that we really in this moment can do to affect how it's going to be. This is kind of the world we're going to live in, and we just have to make the best of what we have or whatever. On a different note, girl, the craziest thing happened. So me and Marcello go back and forth all the time. Like, I cry to him about my channel. Like, I really want my channel to move so that he can come home. Like, it is a big purpose and why I do YouTube. Which, per my Sean Kennel courses, they tell you your why. It is so important to know your why, because your why is going to get you through all those moments of, like now, crickets, where you do the most, you edit, you film, you spend all that time transferring files, and then nobody watches. Like, what's going to make you continue on through those moments? And for me, which is crazy, I jumped back on YouTube during the shutdown in 2020, around, let's say around, it's almost 2 years. Because I did my first one, which was a tribute to Ro Clausen. It was me and my daughter basically holding up cards of misconceptions. She wanted to show, she was all about breaking the stigma of prison wives. Like, they think we're just low class, we're criminals ourselves, and we just support criminals and this and that. And that is not at all what a prison wife is. Like, many people fall into this category, and it can easily happen to anybody. So she wanted to break the stigma. So basically, she was she told us, she did a video, and then she told us prison wives to make one just like it. So I got me and my daughter. I always have to do something different. So I got me and my daughter, and she was telling what it's like to be a child of a prisoner, because people also look down on the children of prisoners, and she's not at all what you would think of her to be. I'm not the person you would think of me to be when you just hear, oh, she's, her husband's in prison. But yeah, so we did that together. And then I tried to do one for my mother. My mother did pass the weekend before Mother's Day, in 2016. So I was trying to plan to do this tribute video, all the verses that I did about my mother, and put it together as a little mashup. So I think I did that one, and then I finally officially returned back to YouTube in June with my What is Project Reach the World video. That video I took a month to edit all my artwork, like a whole bunch of not all of it, whole bunch of my artwork. And I put it together and showed you all my hair pieces, all my paintings. I showed you everything. And girl, so I put that out, and that one did do really well. So I have really been riding out on YouTube for 2 years for not much growth, but I do have to recognize the growth that I do have. I did grow some, but it's not to the point to where, they're opening up prison doors for my husband. No, it's not happening. But what was so crazy is Marcello's been like, well, Keita, why don't you stop talking about prison wife stuff? And I'm like, no, they need to know. The world needs to know this stuff. And he's like, well, nobody really cares. Like, so do we just let it keep going on because nobody cares? That's how I feel. But he's like, Keita, basically get what you have to get first and then later talk about that. So I'm like, okay. And he's like, why don't you focus on your art? And for me, I'm like, that's like starting a whole nother uphill battle, a whole nother channel, a whole nother. So, I did the Mardi Gras hair piece for the LL Cool J concert, which, girl, I put up that concert and y'all ain't watched it. Like, what? LL, y'all don't care about him, girl? So I was like, okay, I have this other channel, my Legally Blind Artist channel, where it's only about me being legally blind, and I show my art. That is it. I'm not even corrupting it with the prison wife life that nobody cares about anyway, but myself, the prison wife that lives it every day. So I put this video up on this channel, and of course, girl, y'all ain't watch it. Y'all ain't watch it. Y'all don't hold your girl down. Y'all don't support your girl. Well, there's a few that do. Thank you so much. I am so thankful for you guys, but most don't. And I have 100 and something subscribers, so that means majority of my subscribers won't even click. I can't even get my subscribers to click, so that's how bad it is. So I uploaded me making that hairpiece to this channel, no views. I uploaded to my Legally Blind channel, and girl, do you know, that morning it had like 70 views, which I'm like, oh, that's good, because I don't get 70 views. By the end of the night, it was at 700. Girl, this is day 3. That video is at 1,500 of me making my hairpiece. And Marcello's like, I knew he wanted to say, I told you so. And I'm like, I know you want to say it. I just say it. And he's like, it's not about that. It's not about me being right, you being right. But why don't you show your art? And I started thinking about it. Honestly, no matter what I was doing, even when I was rapping, nobody cared about what I had to say. All they cared about was my art. When I was doing my Project Reach the World and getting my artwork to all these many famous people, to be honest, they never cared about what I had to say or why I was doing it. All they cared about was this beautiful piece of art. And also, most likely here, I'm saying, mom. I might as well say that because this is going in this ear and out that ear. Y'all don't care, girl. All y'all care about is my art, right? So basically, I'm going to have to find a way to just do my art, which breaks my heart because I have something to say, But if nobody's gonna listen, I might as well try to get that art out there. So I'm gonna see what that channel have, if I can get it to grow from just doing that. It'll be just my drawings and just me making my hair crafts and DIY, because I love to DIY some stuff. Like, girl, I make everything. I'd be like, no, don't even buy that, I can make it. Anyways,